land of denial.
Drug dealers have become extremely sophisticated.
Heroin dealers deliver now to suburban homes. I mean, heroin is everywhere, and it's cheap.
Make the transaction, and I hop right back on the highway.
We just live in a complicated society. We don't want to know that there is a problem.
You get a real warm sensation. It kind of feels like pins and needles.
People are literally dying for help, and we're not giving them the help they need.
Unless there is intervention, the number of deaths are going to spike.
It's been 2 months since we started investigating, and back then, no one was talking about the problem, but the conversation has changed. Now heroin is being talked about everywhere.
And helping people who are battling prescription drug abuse and heroin abuse.
People tell me all the time is the heroin and the drug problems they have.
And that leads directly now to heroin addiction.
So 4 weeks of digging in, what have we really proven?
Well, I think we've proven without a doubt that the number of heroin-related deaths has skyrocketed, nearly 4,000% increase over the last 5 years.
It's really about more than the deaths, though, because the drug has prevailed from the city to the suburbs, and that's showing up in the crime lab, too, with the GBI.
When the GBI crime lab says they have a 400% increase in the number of submissions that they're testing for heroin, that's incredible. Those numbers are shocking.
Suddenly, it's like heroin. It doesn't even make sense to see this much heroin.
People who are taking heroin don't realize that fentanyl has been put in there, and fentanyl is like 25 to 40 times as potent as heroin itself.
And the combination of heroin and fentanyl ended up basically being a lethal combination.
The heroin not only will be less expensive, but it'll be much more potent and will give a much more euphoric high, but also is much more deadly.
You ask some of these local police departments how many people died from heroin. They'll say, what did you hear from Roswell?
Well, I asked them how many deaths they've had in the last 5 years. Turns out, nobody in Roswell has died of a heroin overdose in the past 5 years.
If you ask police.
According to Roswell police.
I have autopsies in this pile that will say otherwise. Heroin overdose death or heroin and fentanyl combination.
In Roswell, as the cause of death, heroin.
Yes.
And we knew that because we had people coming to us saying, my friend here in Roswell died of a heroin overdose a few months ago. I just went to his funeral.
I know several people who have overdosed. It's out here. Like, people don't want to think that it is. Like, it's taboo and, oh, this Alpharetta, and it's not here. It's here. It's definitely here.
They claim that there's been no death. Yeah, I'm not sure I believe that.
Next, we thought our investigation was over, and then something happened that confirmed everything.
And now we know it for sure.
What if it was your child?